If you're here for the first time, welcome to the home of all things data analytics. For our regular subscribers, we are glad to have you back. Today, we will be talking about let's talk about data warehouse today. What is a data warehouse? A data warehouse is a centralized repository that stores and organizes large amounts of data from various sources, optimized for analysis and reporting rather than for real-time transactions. Now, if you look at the screen, what we have on the screen, for we to have a proper data in the data warehouse, we have to pass through two stages, and which the first is data sources and the second is data cleansing. So meaning that the data that flows into the data warehouse will have to be ingested from somewhere, which is the data source. Now, the data sources can be CRM, ERP, operational system, flat file, Excel, some other data sources, or any other kind of tools or software that gets that, that is the first level of interaction with maybe customers or any form of data entrance. So let's talk about this now. Now, the CRM, which is the customer relationship management. Now, this is the first point for customers. For example, you have customers' information being entered, and this customers' information, when you enter them, you expect these to flow through the data warehouse. Okay, so, but in a way, you might want to do some corrections, do some other things, and before they go into the data warehouse. Now, look at the ERP. The ERP is the enterprise resource planning. This is a platform or kind of software that has several modules. It can be accounting modules, finance modules, warehouse modules, and customer management modules, etc. A good example is the SAP. Whatever you do will have to flow to the database, but before they flow, they go through the cleansing stage. Now, look at the operational system. The operational system is, let's look at this example. You go to the doctor's office. The doctors, they might not really have that database. So you go through the doctor's office and they ask for your information. They ask for several information about you, what has happened to you. They decide to take your pulse and stuff like that. So before this flows to the data warehouse, because someone is going to make decision based on the data, if you don't enter the data into the warehouse, which means someone can prescribe wrong medications. Okay, so we have the flat file. We've seen cases where organizations keep data in flat files, and at the end of the day, they flow it into. Now let's talk about the data cleansing stage. Data cleansing stage is a is a stage where all this data are being cleansed before they go into the data warehouse, because anything that goes into the data warehouse cannot be deleted. So you have the opportunity to delete in the ETL stage and do some reparations before they go into the data warehouse. So at that point, the ETL is the stage where you do all this. And ETL stands for extract, transform, and load. You've done the extraction. The extraction is getting all this data from the data sources. Transforming is transforming this data. Take, for example, you decide to go to Costco to buy something, and the next day you decide to return it. Now, you have returned it. So, this extraction that has been done for the sales and also the returns, the transformation will have to happen, meaning the sales will have to go, and also we will have to take the returns also to the right database, the right table in the database. So this, they knock each other out. Then, you have to load after when you've performed all forms of transformation. You load them into the data warehouse. In the data warehouse, organizations do analytics so that they can make decisions based on the analytics they've made. Now, note, the decisions that organizations make can either make the organization or destroy the organization. For example, if at the data source stage, you wanted to put 1 million and you put 100,000, which means a zero has been pulled out, meaning you have lost 900,000. So if it gets to the data warehouse like that without catching it, which means somebody will be making analysis that we are losing money, right? So at the end of the day, the C level can decide to take some drastic action that might affect the employees, affect so many other things they do in the organization. So it is very, very pertinent that we go through from the data source to the cleansing before it gets to the data warehouse. And when it gets to the data warehouse, we use it for reporting, we use it for analysis, and we use it for data mining. Let's stop. 1 minute remaining. I put 7 minutes on my plate. I just paused.
Oh, pause. Oh, okay.
Yeah, is it up to 6?
I'm not typing switches here.
Yeah, is it? I put 7 minutes, so 1 minute remaining. That's why.
Okay, so
it's good.
No, continue.
If I finished.
You finished everything.
I finished that data warehouse.
Is that how you end it?
What? How do you want to end it? I just said can be used for reporting, analytics, data mining, and I just paused.
So you can say, okay, that's it for today. Then just say that because we have outro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So that's it for today. Then you stop.
No, not 1, 2, 3. Go. So that's it for today. If you have questions, reach out and hopefully we'll see you some other time. That's it for today. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. And if you want to keep learning, check out the other videos we have here on our channel.